This is a portion of the Zohar from our weekly Torah portion of Shalach concerning the man who was found gathering sticks of wood or gathering wood on the Shabbat. Rabbi Chia and Rabbi Shimon talk about the sin of the man who gathered sticks on the Shabbat and who died in his own sin. Since he received his punishment of death, his sin was forgiven. This made it difficult for Moses to know what sentence to give his daughters. We learn that a person must never exchange the tree of life for the world, and that the Ark, Malchut, and the Torah, Zer Anpin, exist as one. The Ark is the abode for the Torah. Moses had wanted to find out if the tree of life existed in the Promised Land, but his spies brought him only fruits from regular trees. Rabbi Yitzchak says that faithful messengers refresh the soul of their masters. Rabbi Chia said that is written, they found a man gathering sticks or trees. It literally means trees, but the word is eitzim, so the same word in Hebrew for trees and for wood. They found a man gathering wood on the Shabbat day, Bamidbar 1532. What are trees? What are the trees involved here? And who is that man? He responds, that must be Tzlofchad, who was particular in knowing exactly about these trees, which are Zer Anpin and Malchut. Which of them was greater than the other? He did not care for the glory of his master and exchanged the Shabbat to the other Shabbat. This is what is written, but he died in his own sin. Chet-o is Chet, Tet, Aleph, Tav, Aleph, Vav. Bamidbar 27, verse 3, meaning in the sin. Chet, Tet, Aleph, of Vav, since he made a blemish in Zeir Anpin, which is referred to by the Vav of Yud He Vav He. He died. Therefore his sentence was left unsaid and not explained as other sentences. He is described simply as a gatherer of sticks because this matter had to be in secrecy and needed to be veiled and not made known. Therefore it was not mentioned openly, and the Holy One, blessed be He, glorified his own glory. Rabbi Yossi said he was gathering other trees, indicating the 70 external chiefs. Together with the Shabbat, and was comparing and matching the level of the 70 chiefs to the level of the Shabbat day. He received his timely punishment and his iniquity was forgiven. Therefore, Moses had difficulty in judging the sentence of his daughters, since he was not sure if his sin was forgiven and if his daughters would take their lot and inheritance in the land of Israel or not. As soon as the Holy One, blessed be He, mentioned his name, as it is written, the daughters of Tzlofchad speak right, it became known that his sin was forgiven. Come and see that there are two trees, one above, which is the tree of life, Zeir Anpin, and one below, which is the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the Nukva. In the one there is life, and in the other, death. Whoever exchanges them, meaning that he considers the female, when she is separate, more than Zer Anpin, who is the tree of life, causes himself death in this world, and has no part in the world to come. About this Solomon said, "Have you found honey? Eat as much as is sufficient for you." In Proverbs 25:16. The Ark and Torah, they are Malchut, which is called Ark, and Zer Anpin, that is called Torah, are as one, meaning in unity. The Torah that is in the Ark is primary, and the Ark is the abode for the Torah. Therefore, the Ark is spelled without Vav. Whenever it is mentioned, that is the Ark of the Covenant, the Ark of Testimony, since the Torah inside the Ark is the secret of Vav. Aaron is always the right arm, except once where it is written, "All that were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron numbered," Bamidbar 3:39, which has dots above it to indicate that here he was not the right arm, which is chesed, but rather an aspect of malchut called ark, as mentioned. Rabbi Yitzchak said Moses was attached to the tree of life, and therefore he wanted to find out if he existed in the land or not. Therefore he said, "Whether there is a tree in it or not, and be of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land." Bamidbar 13:20. Since the tree of life is pleasant to all, but they brought only grapes, pomegranates, and figs, which are attached to another tree, meaning the nukva, and not in Zer Anpin, which is the tree of life. Come and see that in "send you men," you means for your sake. Rabbi Yehuda opened the discussion saying, "Like the cold of snow in the time of harvest, so is a faithful messenger to those who send him. For he refreshes the soul of his master." Mishlei, which is Proverbs 25:13. Like the cold of snow in the time of harvest, because then the chill is good for the body and soul. A faithful messenger to those who send him. These are Caleb and Pinchas, who were faithful messengers of Joshua at the time when he sent them to spy on Jericho. For he refreshes the soul of his master. They returned the Shekhinah to rest on Israel, and she did not part from them. These spies whom Moses sent caused grief for latter generations, since on that day the first and second temples were destroyed. This caused thousands and tens of thousands of Israel to die, and furthermore caused the Shekhinah to depart from the land and from the midst of Israel. It says about those whom Joshua dispatched, "For he refreshes the soul of his master."